All right, here we go. Okay, so it's a little difficult to see down here, but you can catch all the names. If I make these a little, whoops, that's not the slider I wanted. What if I do this? That's a little better. I don't know. All right, Nibbles of Frost is just a nasty, nasty, nasty good card. Um, I've had a lot of fun playing it here recently, so I think I'm going to go that way. Kessig Prowler, good, not a first pick. Scour the Laboratory, good. Grapple with the Past, good. Wretched Griff, good. There's some good stuff here. I mean, and if I get back any one of these three green cards, I'm pretty happy, honestly. Probably least happy about this place. And I mean, I'm liable to get back a Prowler. If I get a Ride Down, I'm not super excited. Probably both of these black cards come back. But Nibbles of Frost seems a pretty clear first pick to me. And we come back to blue removal in Imprisoned in the Moon. So all three in a double face, so there must be a foil rare, and they left the rare. I mean, I think I just take that as a hard removal spell in blue. Choking Restraint, Speedbinder, also solid. Galvanic Bombardment, okay. Noose Constrictor, very good. Not really in the Emerge deck, which is where we would go if we were green-blue, but also a Primal Druid, which we would take if we were heading in that direction. Geist of the Archives, also very good, but I mean, I can't pass up Imprisoned, so we're going to take it. All right, Permeating Mass, Naru Dryad, Vexing Scuttler. That's good. There's another Galvanic Bombardment, which, I mean, person to our right has passed 2 Galvanic Bombardments across, so probably not in red. Not super excited about Permeating Mass. I don't know what it's doing in limited. Gnarlwood Dryad's very good. I don't know how good it is in the green-blue. I think I'm going to take Galvanic Bombardment and see if we're in that deck. I feel like it's the best card here. Convolute's also okay. It's a little high for a Convolute right now. Cemetery Recruitment also good. But we'll angle towards Bombardment here. All right. Not a huge fan of Fortune's Favor. Geistfield Scarecrow's pretty okay. Shreds of Sanity. I think if we're in that deck, we can pick it up on the wheel. I don't know that I'm dumping my hand fast enough to make Lupine Prototype worth picking up right now. Geistfield Scarecrow always seems to be a solid pick, though, so I think I'll grab one of those. Fortune's Favor may wheel, and I think I'm okay with that. But a solid beater is a solid beater. All right, so we got a Bloodbriar here. We've also got a Cultist Staff. There's a Fogwalker, which if we end up Spirits might be important. But it's not a great card otherwise. Lunarch Mantle's pretty good, but it's not sending super high signals. Borrowed Malevolence. I think I want to take the Bloodbriar and kind of see if we're going to be in a sacrifice deck. All right, so we got a Terrarion, a Spreading Flames. I love Spreading Flames as a finisher. Just to take and have 3 or 4 cards just flat die. It's a 7-mana spell, but that's not unattainable. Otherwise, it's Into the Horde Swarm, which is one of the. I mean, it's an okay emerge spell, but not my first pick. So I think I'll grab Spreading Flames. 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. All right. Oh. So what do we got here? This looks very familiar as a run. I think I'm going to grab a Terrarion, just because it never hurts to have fixing. Convolute. I mean, coming this late, I still think I could pick one up, and I'm not high on Displace just yet. Coax can keep right on going, as far as I'm concerned. Nothing exciting here. Not going to take a Stencia Banquet or Markov Crusader. Would love to pick up Morn Willow, but just not in those colors. So I'll grab a Spontaneous Mutation. All right, we got 2 of the 3. I'll take the Scour. Ended up with the Insatiable Gorgers coming back too, which is okay, but I think I'd rather have the Scour. Also makes the Geist Field Scarecrow pickup better. Okay, staying on the red plan, I can take the Innkeeper. On the green plan, I can take the Druid. Got Terrarion for fixing right now. I think I'm going to grab the Innkeeper. I have not played with Make Mischief yet. I mean, Falcon Wrath Reaver is fine. I don't know why I put Bloodbriar at 2 when he's at 3. I think I would rather take the Reaver for the curve. All right, Shred the Sanity came back. We'll go ahead and stick it in. I will go with the Borrowed Hostility. Otherworldly Outburst goes to the board. We probably never play it. Okay, so right now, banking on red and blue. We'll see what comes this way. So I see an Incendiary Flow. Stitcher's Graft is here, which is okay, but not really what I want. There's also a Clear Shot, but I think I'm letting the green pass me by here. Either way, we're not taking a creature, and we only have 4 right now, which is a problem. So we need to make sure we're picking up some creatures in this pack. But otherwise, Incendiary Flow is a great card. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. All right, Ingenious Scob and Exultant Cultist, and Advanced Stitchwing. I'm pretty happy with getting any of those back. We'll take the Scob, though. Would love to see a Thermalic on this here at some point. I'd like to pick up 1 or 2. All right, it's Alchemist, Greeting, or Drag Under. Cryptolith Fragment here as well. Also a Laboratory Brute. But Drag Under, I think, is preferable. Got Flow, Bombardment, Spreading Flames as hard removal, so Drag Under can give me some tempo and get me a card back. So I'll go there. Okay, need to fill out a curve, and Build and Pack Outcast is just a good card. Solid finisher. I've taken 16 cards and only 6 of them are creatures so far. I don't think that's really where I want to be. Alright, so Impetuous Devils is basically a removal spell that gets in for a little bit of damage. It also works well if I can find an Emerge outlet. Or I can take a second Drag Under, or I can take a Convolute. Honestly, I feel a second Drag Under is probably better. Alright, Curious Homunculus. That's a pretty solid payoff. Right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 instants and sorceries. So this may be pretty easy to turn into a 3/4 and get some value out of it. So that last Make Mischief. I mean, I'm not really getting a lot of enter the battlefield value out of my displace. Make Mischief, I think I can bring in from the board if I'm seeing 1 toughness dudes. I wouldn't hate to splash for this. Alright, I'll grab a Field Creeper for the... I think he's better than Bold Impaler. Just by a little bit, only because it can help me power out Scour. Alright, now I'll pick up the Convolute. Foil Mountain for value? I don't know. I'm not going to run Prophetic Ravings, so I'll just ape the Influence. I'll grab a turn aside. Another Otherworldly Outburst we're not going to play. Wow. It's kind of surprising that a Cemetery Recruitment goes 14th back. I would think someone would want that card. Alright, we've got 20. We need creatures pretty badly. Trying to see if there's a... I don't know if this thing doesn't seem to swivel on its y-axis. I mean, I could scoot over here a little bit, I guess. That makes sense. Try and center myself up a little bit. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's a lot of cards. Matter of fact, it's 15 of them. Okay, so Gaia Reach Bandit is pretty much just a 3/2 with haste for us. Voldarn Duelist probably better than Gaia Reach Bandit. There's also a Nimbus of Dusk, a Drownyard Explorers. I like the Duelist a little bit better. Alright. Vessel of Paramnesia, not that great. Corpse Trawler, not really what we're looking to do. Magmatic Chasm. Okay, Village Messenger, I mean, gives us something to start with. Seagraph Scob is not super interesting. I think I'll just grab the Village Messenger for curve considerations. Well, now we've got 2 Transformers, and here's a Neglected Heirloom. We've also got a Sleep Paralysis, Compelling Deterrence, which we've got 1 zombie. 1 zombie. So I'm not getting super duper value out of Compelling Deterrence. It is an instant speed bounce spell, though, which makes it slightly better than Drag Under. Also costs a mana less. Go grab one of those. Okay. So Gadstaff Arsonist is another one of those late game kind of takeover cards. So we'll go there. There's another Gadstaff Arsonist. Pieces of the Puzzle and Niblis of Dusk. Spiteful Motives. We'll grab that. Alright, we don't have any clues going on, so Daring Sleuth's not going to do much for us. Ember Eye Wolf can serve as an early beater, and along with that can be a pretty dangerous card. So we'll grab Ember Eye Wolf. I mean, we've got enough non-creature spells. I almost want a Silberland Snapper, but honestly, I'll probably get it last pick, so I don't want to waste a card on it. Grab Broken Concentration. It's a hard counter. Alright, this time I'll pick up Incorrigible Youths. I can take a Nagging Thoughts. I think I need the creature, so I'll get Incorrigible Youths. Alright, we've come back around full circle. Alright. So there we go. I don't know if this is the best version of this deck, but it's a version of this deck. I would have liked an Alchemist or two, but I still think we've got some good things to do with our spells. Thank you for those cards. Alright. And I realize you can't see here. Let me see what I can do with this. I can sit up here for right now. So I need to cut some cards. I need to cut 4 cards. I need to cut 4 cards that are not creature spells. More than likely. This is a rough curve. I almost want to take out the Scarecrow. But kind of my plan is to stick a spell or stick a creature and keep it alive. Not super excited about Convicted Killer. I'm wondering if Neonate would be better. Probably cut Borrowed Hostility, just because it's not great. I mean, I've got enough doubles that I want to keep Terrarian around. I got double blue, double blue, double blue, double red. All right, I don't even need to look up here right now. I still got to cut 2 cards. So let's see, what have I got here? I've got, these are instants. That's a sorcery. That's an enchantment. That's an instant. That's an instant. That's a sorcery. That's an instant. Maybe I just want the Drag Under back to keep this even, or closer to even. It's because it's 1 instant and 1 sorcery, right? Yeah. Then discard a card. So even better. So mental note: don't do that with with an empty hand. Don't play Shreds of Sanity as your last card. Sure, you all didn't want to hear that, so muted that one out. Spiteful Mode is being too cute. I mean, cutting it helps the curve. Don't think... And we're running such a low creature count that I don't think cards that are going to require me to use creatures are going to be good cards. That's probably too cute as well. get 7 cards out of my 40, which is about 18%. Well, thank you. Yes, it was magic. All right. I don't think I'm running that card. I still need 1 cut. Maybe it's one of my 5-drop creatures. If I cut the youths, it helps with the mana curve. Knocks me down to 13 creatures. Cut Scour the Laboratory. Is that too much card draw? I just like having more cards in my hand, though. I think these 2 cards are going to be better to close out along with Niblis of Frost than Incorrigible Eels will be. As much as I'd love to just neonate and madness it out and do all kinds of ridiculousness like that. I think to help it, I'm going to put the Field Creeper back in. All right, add basics. 9/8. Looks fair. Let's cut one of the 9 and make it a warped landscape. Let's cut one of the 8 and make it foil. Yeah, that's a deck.